Hey there, fellow Factorians. Onerous here with another very loud episode of Let's Learn Bobs and Angels. Yes, we are here with all the electrolyzers that I put in last episode, a little bit off camera. And what we've got here is a whole stack. We're on maximum zoom, and as you can see, there it is right down there. So we have 32 of them, and the reason we have 32 is the amount of water that each of these uses is 25. I've got the calculator ready this time. 25 by 1.5 crafting speed. It is 37.5 a second, and our offshore pump, which uses 1200, so we divided that by 37.5, and we get exactly 32. So that is the full use of an offshore pump. Now, the output of this is pretty horrendous. We talked about this last episode, I believe, but let's just quickly run through it again. 1 slag every 4 seconds, which is 0.25 a second. Multiply crafting speed of 1.5 is 0.375 a second. Multiply that by 32, and look at that, we have 12 a second. 12 a second isn't great. If we jump into our concrete, we need 1 a second for this concrete, so we can make 12 of these. Alright, whatevs. We're just going to focus now on the next element, which is cement. And cement comes from silicon and lime. We have silicon brought in. Our lime comes from limestone. And our limestone, the way we're going to get that is by doing some washing, I believe. Because these other things are not something that we are going down. So, we need to turn light mud water and water into limestone. Do we have any of these? Oh, we've got one of those. Excellent. All right. And we don't have a seafloor pump. Do we have the materials required to make one? Yes, we do. Okay. So here we are going to do the washing. Now, ideally, I should probably actually just put one of these down first. We want to have a little bit of a gap, and then something like that. And something like that. So if we have something like that, we need to get to thin mud water, which is quite towards the end of this chain. So this is what we need to do. Beautiful. All right. Now this uses like 40 viscous mud water a second, so it's not a whole lot, especially when our C4 pump puts out quite a fair bit. 300? Yes, 300 a second. We do need to, of course, have our mud being used up, so we'll have one of those here. And look, we don't need it, but we'll put another one there just for symmetry here. All right. Now this is going to go. Well, let's backtrack. This is going to go into there. No, that is totally wrong. That's going to do that. All right. That is going to do that. And this one is around the wrong way. Of course it is. There we go. There is no nice way to do this symmetrically, is there? That is really, really sad. Really, really sad. I'm going to rethink this design. This is going to put the water at a very inconvenient place. Let's just move this over to there like that. We'll do that. Get you to have a connection like so. And then you move over. Well, that is unfortunate. We can't put anything there. If we had landfill, we don't have any landfill. Oh well. Looks like we're doing this. Now we need the old top up. Search for top valve. Grab me one of those. And we are going to just do. We're just going to do. Whoa, can these connect like that? No, they can't. Alright. We're going to do that. What have I done here? Okay. Alright guys, yes, I saw it, There we go, mud water. Mud water galore. Top up valve goes in. Let's make sure we're facing the right way. There we go. And then we just need to hook this one up. And then we need to get some water with our offshore pump. Here we go. Alright. We'll jump it up to here. Goes like that. Goes like that. And yeah, we'll just pipe straight across there. Should have plenty of throughput for this. Alrighty. And these are going to need... There is an interesting option that we could do here, which is that. Yeah, I like it. Alright. Do I like it? Do I like this? Yeah, okay, yeah I do. I think I do. And then we will just insert... No, why am I inserting? Because we have these guys. There we go, alright. And you, my friend, are doing some washing, viscous mud water. And pop that in there. Alrighty. Now let's get some power going over here first. Oh, there it was. Beautiful. And we just need to get the mud out like so. And they have no viscous mud water. Why is that? There is a fair bit of viscous mud water there. Okay, no. You're alright, but you have no viscous mud water because I haven't put that there. Wonderful. Okay. Can we sneak it in this close? I don't know. Let's see if we can. Looks like we can. Alright, let's copy that to there. These are actually not that recipe though. These need to be that one. And then just copy that whole thing like that. Changing the recipe of these ones to light mud water. I should have copied that as well. Nope. That as well there. And we need pipes. We've got the pipes. There we go. And now the output of this is light mud water. We need thin, don't we? Let's double check that. No, light mud water. Light mud water, beautiful. Alright. So this is outputting our 40 a second. 200 over 5 seconds. 40 a second multiplied by 2.25. So 80, 100. Is that right? 40 by 2.25. 90. There we go, I was close. So 90 a second and 90 a second. How much does this recipe for limestone use? It uses very, very little. 20 divided by 5 is 4 a second, multiplied by 2.25. It uses 9 a second. So, well, each one of these can actually support 10. 10 limestone gatherers. There's a thing, isn't there? And we are using up all of our mud, which is nice. So limestone. 10 of these would produce 3 divided by 5. Sorry, 3 divided by 5 multiplied by 2.25 by 10 would produce 13.5 limestone a second. That's basically half a belt, isn't it? That seems pretty nice to me. How can we make this the most beautiful thing we've ever seen? Limestone and water. That is not a good way to be connecting. Alright, limestone and water. I did this here and then copied that over to there. What if, ooh, okay, if we did that, and then we had that there, and this is only outputting limestone, which is nice. So we can do the same thing we did further up, except we need to do like that, so we can have power poles there. Yeah, this is coming together. Power poles there. And then we need an output, which is less than 1 a second. Oh, it is 1 a second, isn't it? Output like that. Output like that. Water in, mud water in. Alright, all we need to do is connect up our water. Hope we've got enough pressure. Sure we've got enough pressure. And then connect up that. Like that. So the question now is, will this be repeatable? Stone pipe to ground in the way. How intriguing. Alright, so if we do that, like that, now is that repeatable? Haha! So that's 4, 6, 8, 10. And that is 13 limestone a second, so basically half a red build, and then we'll just copy this over here, won't we? All right, we're going to change this ever so slightly. Back. If I do that, but instead of having this over here. Alright, we get rid of that, we put in that, put in that, and that. And I'm pretty confident that that is another. Whew, man, this was fun. This was hell fun. All right, and then you just need to get some of this. And are we getting any? Oh, yes we are. Yes we are. Alrighty. Like that. Woohoo! Hot doggy. In fact, I'm not going to do that. We're just going to put 2 of these guys here into a silo. And that silo is going to fill quickly. And there we go. That's kind of the ratio that we got. That's 13 a second, except we don't have all those working. Well, we'll go get some more washing plants for that later. But that is our limestone. And we need to turn that limestone into lime. Blast furnace, and burning off some carbon dioxide. Beautiful. All right. So 1 limestone turns into 1 lime, and it takes 1.5 speed. We'll get 6 every 4 seconds. So wait, 1 times 1.5. We have 1.5 a second. 1.5 a second each of these. We're making, what do we say, 13.5 times 2 is 27 a second once those other washing machines are all sorted. Divide that by 1.5 is 18 blast furnaces pumping away at this. Alright, we can do some of those. We can't do all of them. We need to power the blast furnace though, don't we? And we have no fuel whatsoever available. Are we going to need to bring in some fuel? I think we are. That is annoying. It'd be nice to have a blast furnace that was electric. I wonder if there is an electric blast furnace. Let's get these blast furnaces and some fuel. We could fuel it with solid fuel. In fact, that is what I'm going to do. Let us... how much solid fuel are we going to need? Probably quite a bit. And, is that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10? Alright, let's change the numbers here to 10,000. And the numbers here to 1,000. And wherever this is, just get that train coming. And we'll fill up with a bit of that. And then we can get a line of that out. Like so. Alright. That we can use for our blast furnaces, making limestone, and cement needs a powder mixer, which I don't think needs any. Doesn't need any particular things. Now, what do we say? 18 of these. Well, we can make 12. That's fine. Alright, let's see how we're going to do this. This is going to be making lime. There we go. And it is outputting carbon dioxide. Okay, so we could do that. Or if this is 18, it's doing 50 carbon dioxide every 4 seconds. 50 divided by 4 is 12.5, multiplied by 1.5 is 18.75. And I believe we can burn off 200 a second, which means we can support 10 of these on one flare stack. So I think we'll do it this way, which also means that this will probably go to there. And now that's not centered. Well, that's centered as it's going to get. And we copy that recipe there and do that. Alright, again we need some of these guys. Copy that to there. Copy that, but get rid of those. Sorry guys. And pop in our last 2 flare stacks to get rid of that carbon dioxide. And then we have a belt up the middle. And what do we say? This is basically 1.5 a second. So a fast inserter is ample to supply that. Let's do something like this to power it up. And yes, fuel is what we need. Alright. Well, that being the case, let's cut. Not that. Oh gosh. Don't cut that. But let's paste that one over. You will reach over there, and then we'll have fuel coming in there. Beautiful. Alright, and you need to grab from over there. So this is our fuel line, and that is that. We can just go, what's that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. And we'll see how we go. Alright. As many of these as we can. And then we'll bring our solid fuel down here. Yes, we're out of blast furnaces. I am aware, robots. Alright, now this needs to go into a silo, because it's just how we're doing everything here for some reason. But this needs to have some fuel coming in so we can get this going. Alright, sorry bots, I can see that you are not happy. Oh. Super not happy, alright. So, that all being said, we should now have power that I just cut completely. We should now be able to make a stack of lime. So what did I say? We've got 18 of these, producing 1.5 a second. 18 by 1.5 is 27. Yes, it is just less than a full red belt, but that is okay. What are you waiting for? Limestone. How did we forget about limestone? That is a bit of an oversight, isn't it? Come on, go. All right. Well, let's change this. Let's change this because we're idiots. Well, I'm an idiot. I'm sure you guys picked this up much earlier than I did. Hey, not working. There we go. All right, there we go. And we'll do that. And of course, then we need power over here as well. That's sad. Can we get power to line up? We can. And like that. Alright. Let's do that and then just paste, 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 paste. Alright, there we go. That's 1/2 done-ish. I'm going to let these guys actually do their job. Drop those inserters down. And then we'll go over the other side and do the same. Side being just a little bit neater because, not that I was prepared for anything, but just because. Alright. We want to line it up with that power pole and have an inserter like so. And then just copy and paste. We'll let the bots even catch up this time. Alrighty. Well, now we're actually getting some lime. There we go. We are getting so close to concrete. So, lime becomes cement with silicon ore in a powder mixer. We only have a powder mix of 1, which is pretty disgraceful, I will admit. Powder mixer 1. We have 20 of them. Alright. These are actually quite tight, so let's do a line of cement. They have a crafting speed of 1, which makes things really easy. We could do 30 of these, would use a belt of both. So 15 will use half a belt. Let us, what's our output going to be? Cement. Yeah, let's do something like this. Yep, somewhere here. It's actually just married up at the start here. No, that's not what we want. What I want is a nice little power pole collection like that. There we go. And 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And yes, I didn't bring any inserters on that little journey with me. But that's going to be half a belt of lime and half a belt of the other thing that we need, silicon. And what are we going to do? We are going to bring that out, say there, like that. Alright, which means this needs to jump down there, and then we'll put that out there. And for some reason I hit the rotate button. And then we'll jump that somewhere over here. To be determined. To be determined. All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's trim some of these because why not? And then all we're going to do is we're going to copy that over to here. We are going to put those on the outside. And marry. Likewise, this comes down like that. This is going all the way over to there, but we do need to bring in something there first. There we go. All right. And then all we need to do is bring down one row of silicon. Let's pop it here. And let's bring it down about here. Oh. There we go, alright. Let's bring this down. There's a tree in the way. Little bots. Let us split it here. And this one here will go to there. And this one here goes to there. And of course we've got to copy all this down. There we go. But we're out of powder mixes. That's all right. We'll go get some more. Why aren't these working? Because we haven't set any recipe. Cement. Paste. Paste in the ones that are available, and then we'll just run that down, copying the recipe onto those ones. And what do we have? Well, we have cement, which is quite lovely. Let's jump that out there, and let's do this. Alright, and then we are going to turn that cement into concrete. Bring that up. Cement, and slag, and water. Beautiful. Alrighty. Is that 100 water every 4 seconds? 25 a second. Wow, that actually uses a lot of water. I am thinking we're going to use our water from down here. What is the ratio? So if we had a red belt of cement, which we roughly have, we don't, but we kind of do, we would need half a belt of slag, and that would be the end of it, wouldn't it? That would be water. So this is doing, what are we looking at? 2 a second. We'll call it 2 a second. So we would need 15 of these, which would require 15 by 25, 375 water. Okay, that's doable. We'll use our cheaty waters. We've still got the pump mark 1s. I think we actually researched pump marks 2. Now that I think about it, water bore 1. Yeah, we did get water bore 2, so we could start making these. They do require 3 electronic circuit boards, which is a little bit pricier than I'd want to pay at this point. So that being said, let's do 16 of these because it's a nice number. Concrete. There we go. And we need water in and concrete out. But we also need the other things in and out. How are we going to get stuff? I guess we're running. I don't like this setup. Could do it this way and have the stuff running down the center, and then yes. Okay. Bear with me. We have concrete running up here, we have water running up here. So that goes like that, that goes like that. That does that, and that does that. Alright, and then obviously these are too close now. 1, 2, 3. With a belt in the middle, bringing in cement and slag. But we had a full red belt of cement, didn't we? All right. That is doable if we do out of fast inserters. Wonderful. All right. If we were to do that, and then that one is reaching out further, and that is doing that. And then we have concrete over here. Yeah. Yeah. And now we can't actually put them adjacent, though, is the only downside, isn't it? That would have to be like that. Yeah, no, that is terrible design. Terrible design. Let's think of a new design, shall we? One that isn't so horrendously ugly. Alright, let's rip those out, thank you. Rip those out. Let's go back to this angle. What if we were to bring... ooh, hang on. That actually works, doesn't it? It sure does. It does, because we can have one inserter there and one inserter there. Haha! That is a neat little package. Let's spin it around that way. Let's spin those. That's cool. It might not be the most efficient. It's using a lot of undergrounds, I've got to say. But I think it looks pretty nice. How are we going to power this? Well, that is a good question. I guess what we do is we do this. And then we just do that to make it look semi-intentional. And then we could power it here. And what did I say, 16 of these? One, two, three, 4. And then each of these waters needs 2 of these. 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. And they would need power of some description. There, and even connecting it up. Alrighty, wow, that's interesting. I mean, it looks pretty. It's definitely not efficient. I mean, it pains me how inefficient it is. But at the same time, I love it. Alrighty. So all we need to do is bring that across and our slag. Let's get our slag in. Oh, we're out of undergrounds. Alright, it's time to go back and restock. We definitely are missing a few things to finalize this. Well, I mean, it's got to make the concrete bricks. Oh, so many things. How are we doing for time? We've spent a lot of time trying to make that correct, haven't we? That's okay. Alright. We don't need any more electrolyzers. What we need is... what we need are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blast furnaces, 2, 4, 6 washers, and maybe another 10 of those. Alright, let's see what we can do. Blast furnaces. We'll grab 10 of them. Washers were up here. We'll grab 10 of them. Just grab a sneaky stack. And over here, yeah, let's grab another 10 of them. Just going to grab, might as well 14, because I'm not sure we actually have the right amount. And then is that everything we need to finish this off? because we then make concrete bricks, are also made in assembler. So is regular concrete, and so is reinforced concrete, which would need steel, which we'll get to eventually, but we're in no rush for that. Alright, I think we are back with everything we need, we've got all the goodies. Let's go and finish this off, shall we? Alright, so this is making 25 concrete a second. And if we want to turn that into concrete bricks, okay, so each of those is making 25 a second, and we have 16 of them, so that is 25 times 16, was that 40? 40? Calculator's turned off, here we go, 25 by 16 is 400, sorry, 400 concrete a second. So we would be able to supply 40 of those. Wow, that's pretty decent, isn't it? Sure is. Let's get these guys up and operational. I'm like, why are these guys not working? But they didn't have inserters, so that is why. Alright, that's all going, that's all going. There's some washing plants here that need to be put in. That is all going. Yes, it is. That water there, nope. Our 400 water split in here. You have no power. Why do you have no power? What happened to that guy? What happened to that guy? Looks like our connection had a little bit of an issue somewhere along the ways. Alright. Now, the reason why we need to do that was for this, wasn't it? So we need to get some slag in here. And here is our slag. Yeah. Alright. So with that slag comes great responsibility. And what we'll do is we'll do that. I just realized an error we have. That's okay. We'll sort that out. So those go there. Okay, that is a problem. Let's do that. Yep, fixes it. Alrighty. Now, problem, if you've been aware, is when we placed these, we couldn't actually do that. So you need to do that, and you need to do that. And what is your problem? You've got no water. Don't you have water? Where are we missing a water connection? Water, 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 water. We need to give these a recipe, don't we? That we do. Alright. There we go. So now, my little friend, you are doing your thing. Alright. So, likewise, this one here needs to come from over there, and this one from over there. And now we should be able to paste this just by running down like this. Last one. Stone in the way. We'll just force that one. Alrighty, and that should mean that we have concrete flowing. Concrete flowing. Look, let's get greedy, shall we? No, let's not do that though. Let's put a pump in there. Pump right there, which has no power naturally. And then we'll put that into a jacks. Jacks, jacks, jacks. Oh boy. The concrete is flowing. Actually, it is flowing really quickly. So now we want to turn that concrete into concrete bricks. Concrete bricks. Here we go. Concrete bricks, all they need is concrete. That makes life super, super easy. We'll just do that, won't we? Why not, I say, why not? And do that. Spin that around. Spin that around. There we go. Alright. Pump you out there. And then let's connect this up to there. And I guess it's there. I can't really see because of those silly trees. I'm going to pop that one there. That there. Let's get some power flowing here. And then we can copy that. What did I say? We could do 40 of these. Well, that's a lot, isn't it? What is each one of these outputting? One a second? Yep, so I can do 30 of them. And basically a 4, 8, 12, 24, plus another 6. There and there. It's too many. It's too many. By 2. But we lost it. Tell me I'm out of assemblers. I am. Oh boy. Alright. Well, let's just see what we got with the assemblers that we did get. Yeah, we got concrete. Concrete blocks. Concrete blocks are there. Alright, let's put them in a silo. And we're going to call that. We are definitely going to call that. Alright. We need to put in a train. So I'll do this off camera. I'll just add in a train station to take the concrete blocks out. I'm going to put in another one for steel. Steel to come in for future reinforced concrete blocks. And at some point, we probably want to make actual concrete as well out of some of this stuff. But we'll get this going first. I'm just going to leave that to totally fill up because the only thing we're using is silicon ore, and we're not using that much of it. All right, another bit of a lengthy episode, but I'm very happy that we got those concrete bricks sorted because that is going to enable us to make a whole lot more advanced stuffs. There's a lot of things that require concrete bricks. As you can see, we've got Mark II steam crackers, castings, flotation cells. Oh, that's going to be a nice one. Ore crushers Mark III. Haha, delightful. Aluminium, brass, and concrete. Liquefiers, ore sorting. So many things that are level 3. Blast furnace level 3. Can we research that? We sure can. Chemical furnace. We're not really using those. I'm just going to have a look. Casting machine. Yes, please. No, I can't do that. Oh, it's part of Metallurgy 3. Yeah, we're already researching that. Induction furnace, Metallurgy 3 as well. Yeah. Ore powderizer, ore processing machine, Mark III. Ore processing 3 requires production science. Dun -dun. Alright, that would be nice to get. Pellet press Mark II. Production science as well. Powder mixer Mark II. Yeah, we can get that. That'll give us these things a bit faster. Sintering oven, leaching plant, electrolyzer Mark III. Excellent. Alright, lots of things that we need that will make stuff like this much, much smaller and more compact. And I'm going to do all that off camera. So, as always, I'd love to hear your comments. And I know, Bagless, if you're still watching, I know I've made another outpost here with belts everywhere, but I want you to know, I have started making some cargo bots Mark II here. Yes, we've got almost 200. I put in a nice little bit small bit of electric engines to make that happen. But we will definitely start to move over to Mark II cargo bots for this kind of thing, and we'll hopefully save a little bit of time. So, how are we looking for that? Well, that's 5k, and we said we wanted 10k, didn't we? Yeah, let's fix that up. Okay. Very well. That's the end of the episode. We're back to RimWorld tomorrow, and I will catch you all for Factorio next week. Goodbye.